communicates those signals through the nervous system, and without the myelin that surrounds those nerves, the signal gets lost. It gets interrupted. So what happens with Eliza is that myelin, there's an enzyme in her body, one of 10, that will not make that myelin. So the myelin basically deteriorates, and her brain functions normally. She processes thoughts normally. She can understand everything that we say to her, but what she can't do is she can't make her body do what her mind is telling her body to do, because of the deterioration of that myelin. So what eventually happens is in little children like herself, in this particular disease, they progress normally, usually until about the age of somewhere between 18 months and 2 years. So they get to the point where they can, talk, walk, kind of start to communicate, really get an idea for understanding, as most 2-year-olds are very precocious, and then what happens is that it just simply reverses. Can't walk, can't walk. No, she can no longer talk. She can't see. She doesn't have use of her hands, fine motor skills, or gross motor skills for that matter. We had a feeding tube placed just 2 months after she was diagnosed, because eventually we knew that eventually children with the disease would have trouble swallowing, and she does have that problem. She's ingested, and typically what will happen with most children with this disease is that the disease finally progresses to a point where they just can't swallow, they can't cough, they can't clear their chest. So pneumonia will develop, and that's typically what will take a child's life with this disease. So it's really just to progress to a certain point and then reverse and come back. And now it's just a matter of really keeping her comfortable, because the disease also causes, when that myelin goes away, it causes a tremendous amount of stiffness and discomfort. So she's medicated to a stage where she's fairly comfortable, as we understand it, and we just do the best we can to keep her healthy so that we can keep that pneumonia away as long as possible.
Switching gears a little, what is your favorite What is your favorite memory of? I don't know. When you can think back, what is your favorite memory from when you guys met to having children or getting married?
At all?
At all, though. Yeah, that was horribly worded.
Oh boy.
Funny, serious.
There's a lot. For sure, yes. You're, actually getting married. That's huge. And having a child. I don't know. I'd probably say some of the vacations that we've been on. It's always vacations. You can just be so carefree and just have fun. You don't worry about the same things you worry about when you're at home. Probably some vacations. We've gone to Europe a couple times. It's a lot of fun. Once with family and once with friends. Those are probably some of my favorite memories outside of, the actual marriage and, having Eliza. I think those are probably mine.
I'd echo those thoughts as well. I think we found that, as you get together and you do the things that you enjoy. I think I can think of a handful of things that are probably some of my favorite things that may not, stand out in somebody else's mind as a big, big day or a big moment. I remember the day that my wife graduated with her master's degree. I think that was one of my favorite memories, and just well, and there's a funny side to it, but that's not what I was thinking. I just remember those times when I've been so proud of my wife, happy for her. I mean, those are some of my favorite days. But to expand on that one thought just real quickly, my wife receives her master's degree. She's walking across the stage. Somebody told her, she gets a master's degree in special education. Somebody told her that day, I guess, to wear the tallest high heels that she has. So she's coming down the stairs, and she's not really sure how to negotiate the stairs. And here she is holding her special education degree, master's of special education, and she fell flat on her face. Oh my gosh! And that's not the memory that I keep. But I'm probably most fond of the memories where I've really seen my wife excel, and I'm so proud of her and happy for her because she's been so happy. And those situations include, having Eliza and the accomplishments that she's had. That's probably what makes me the happiest.
When you actually got married, what was your knee jerk or first reaction to it? Like, what did you think after you guys got married?
Oh, I thought finally. I was excited. I still am. That day is like it happened yesterday. So I think about that day often, and I am, I'm happier now than I was then. But it was an exciting day for me.
How about you, Nikki?
Yeah, sorry.
I don't really have one. I don't want to comment.
No, I agree. It was just one of those things, like, it was so easy, just, I think some people freak out and they're so nervous, I didn't feel that way at all. Like, I was totally relaxed the day we got married. Everything just felt so natural, so normal. It was just easy. Yeah. We had a long engagement, so I think by the time we finally got married, it was nice to just be done with all the planning and be married. That was a good feeling.
You have any other questions?
I do not. I'm out.
All right. Is there anything else you think you should add to this study of why marriage is good? Why it can be good?
You have to find a couple of the notes about that. No. Takes a lot of effort.
All right.
Well,
I don't think we need to.
yeah, I think
Okay.
we're good.
All right.
Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it. It was nice to meet both of you.
I'll probably email you, Nikki, because we need to get a few pictures and things, but
Oh, okay.
if that's okay with you.
Sure.
And I think that's it.
Right?
Thanks so much for doing this.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
That That was fun.
I love that. Finally.